Hi, it's Brennan Moriarty. Sun's shining a little. Uh, I'm just gonna take you over here. The cleaning ladies, they don't speak English, so they won't hear my mysterious content. Oh, it's freaking locked. Okay, you get the sort of sociological dictation, and uh, and it's gonna be pretty cool. Hello, vacuums. So, oh, hello.
Hi.
Okay, they're everywhere. So we'll go upstairs, anyways, and here's my lamp. Isn't that cool? The angel. I actually have a cigarette in my hand. Okay. So, we're on the stairway. Aha! There's the bar. Big doors my dad built. And so let me just say, I want to say, during Obama, why? Because because I have the greatest answer in the world. I really, truly, absolutely have the uh, the uh, the answer, and I try to give the complete answer because I hate these like half informations. That's my cue, right? Full information. Okay, so the full information goes like this. Okay, goes the full sort of this is the unified social theory. Uh, Geography and general happiness. Yes, happy. Okay? This is my right hand. And my neck, that's why my thumbs are screwed up. Medical accidents. Chiropractic, actually. So, no dimple over there, right? Yeah, that's better. So it's utterly, utterly critical that there is this intervention action. Okay, Obama had a great life because he was adopted. Okay, he grew up in West America, and then he went off to Indonesia, which is like Australia for me. Uh, I went there a couple of times, and it was totally different from West America. Every place is different from West America. Even the Mediterranean. I went to Greece one time, and it was, not the poverty you see in West West America. Okay, I grew up in like a mixed community, and so it's fantastically different. Very, very. It's crucial. Cleaning ladies. So it's crucially different. Very incredibly different. I'll show you some seashells here so I can get like distracted here. Wow, huh? Amazing. So, yeah, so hablamos inglés, ¿verdad? 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 ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Pinche. Um, Anyways, this is winter. I hate Thanksgiving. No, Thanksgiving hates me. Manifest destiny, right? Um, and so I could probably be an actor, but like a singer or something like that. But very brief. My energy is intense. Okay, I'm. I. The truth is my imperative, and not that I don't like jokes and lies, silly type of stuff. But But the truth is absolutely. I mean, I've got this. I've made like basically discoveries, and they're just fundamental, so fundamental. People just don't really want to hear about them. They're very they're very contrary. But so is health. I mean, you go to a doctor and they want to put a needle in you to make you better. That's contrary. That's subliminal. It's a secondary terror. Yes, yes. Because the primary terror is like criminal. You're like, oh, who can I mace? But the secondary is more like, oh, won't you do some drugs or something like that? It's drug pushers, and they have to be navigated, or else we're completely screwed. Okay. And by we, I mean nobody, i.e., nobody as in a person, someone who is who is left behind. Okay, the child left behind will deprive our souls and our mind. Our, consumerism. I mean, commenting on all the NPR, Diane Rehm, um, and Zinger, yeah. Complete logic. Okay, complete logic. And so I got a bunch of inventions. Because sociology is what I call the bottomless pit on the scales of justice. Put this over here. Put it in the mirror. Yes. I talk to myself, right? Okay, so sociology, the bottomless pit, the scales of justice. Sociology goes down forever. So bottomless pit. And then technology goes up. Technology is something you don't talk to, hopefully. Hello, computer! But technology, okay, so quantifying paradigms as rethinking, because it's like a rat race, and a rambling rat race. Not too many bilingual people out there. I'm one of them, and educated. So that's and with extreme conviction. So my great grandpa, he was an inventor, and what made that happen was that he must have started in New York or somewhere around the Great Lakes. I'm not sure. Most likely New York, because his parents were from Ireland, from Sligo. They came from the same place in Sligo. They moved to the New World, and when he grew up, at some time he got a job on the railroad, driving the train in southwest South Dakota. With the Indians and the natives and all that. And then he quit when he was 38. Camera. Okay. He quit when he was 38, right? And then he left that Wild West Plains and went to Wisconsin, which is like the foundry states, the industrial, intellectual zone. And he had all these inventions. He got married, started having kids. When the kids were like about my grandfather, the oldest of the kids, was like 13 or 14. I think about 14, when they moved from southwest South Dakota, to Wisconsin, and it was like the perfect system. It was combined probably with the fact that this great grandfather of mine, Moriarty, was from parents who came from the same place in Europe. Now contrast that if your parents are both from the same town in Asia, and you go to the East Coast. This is bad. Now, if your parent, and it says the quantification is a little, I'm always trying to do research, and it's very difficult, because once you're aware of a sociological thing, you're going into that bottomless pit, and you're going deep in there, and you're thinking, oh man, that Tower of Power is going to be a beautiful view up there, see the world up there, and you not have to worry about all the things in the bottomless pit, because that's like, yikes, yikes. That's It's like Facebook. The guy came out to California and boom, made it happen. You saw the movie, right? Well, if you grow up in California and you're not adopted like Bill Gates, no, not Bill Gates, he's third generation, Bill Gates, third generation. That's history. Okay, Obama and Steve Jobs, both adopted by good people, who made it happen. And, the grandparents are probably the best thing you can have. But if your parents are both there, like mine are German and Irish, and they're together, they kind of form this lock, like manifest destiny. It's like digging in. So, where was I? Yeah, so this was the story of some inventions in a manufacturing plant, patents and manufacture. I went there to Kenosha, Wisconsin, and saw the manufacturing plant, and it was that geographic plus history equation, that secondary geography for the primary success. Okay, and it's it can be like a psychopathic environment. Drug pushers on the West Coast. And that whole sociological family history combinations, no one in my family was ever German and Irish. I'm the first generation, and I'm the first to grow up in California. And you put your left hand out and you think Kurt Cobain, all great music, but then look a little deeper and the drugs, and look at the Fort Hood and Virginia Tech shootings. These guys are all prime cases, okay? Who, some of them are visionaries, some of them are destroyers. Asia loves to destroy. It's unwanted. Whereas Europe will send people off to wherever, and just think, oh, wouldn't it be great if we had some people there? And geographically, if it's possible, if it's traditionally feasible, tradition will allow that equation to escape, to be completely psychotic. Okay, humor, right? He doesn't like someone who plays the fool, so that's what my science is, and we'll do this again because this is 13 minutes. I'm sure you'd like to see me more composed. My eyes are just permanent. It's like my head's all living in a hellhole. So you may think, oh, that's discreditable. That's no good. You're proof, evidence. When I went to the old world, I saw basically some incredible things. When I was 20, my parents took me to Germany and Switzerland and France, s'il vous plaît. And after that, I got the best grades I had ever gotten. I had always been like a C, D student. I'm happy to get by. I was taking college prep courses. I was one of the youngest kids in the class, also the tallest. Probably my IQ. Like Einstein. Okay, Einstein was slow at the first, but then just boom, right? Just went into the stratosphere. That's what I am doing. That's who I am. And this decision of a net is absolutely imperative. You do not understand, okay? The Romans, you get this Irish Roman type thing going on where people are saying, you're in South Dakota, huh? Not me. I was in Santa Cruz, California, the worst place in the country to grow up. I survived. Okay, it's just right. You have. I mean, what the f? XYZ. the equations. Okay, so you get this atomic bubble chamber. Atomic poetry is basically you're shooting off the particles. I want to do it slow. The camera's a little goes around, escapes. A perfect sort of calligraphic thing. But it's really the fundamental one is where it goes like this, and they connect, and you get this sort of cross, that sort of Bahia Faith type thing. And Bahia Faith, the woman who was with that, she I googled one time, born in California, died in England, and well, Jimi Hendrix would pass for born on the West Coast, died in the Old World, but that wasn't a planned death, and that was pretty bluesy. Depressing, manic depressing music, right? So, yeah, and so the one person it said born in California, died in the Old World, was the woman, an Olympic athlete, and my sister was in the equine vaulting IOC in Denmark and The Hague in the Netherlands. I pick up languages because I speak Spanish, and I just realized Spanish is like a very poverty-esque language, okay? And you cannot be empathic or false. You have to be just completely facade, you know? Assad, yeah, what's going on there? Christianity? Okay, so, what was I talking about? Yeah, so the Bahia Faith. So think about this unified social theory where geography and my thumbs hurt. Okay, Nick, Frankenstein, come on. So it's never gonna happen. You can tell. Nothing good comes from California without a complete miracle. Just running away from California. The Chinese don't run, okay? You like the Chinese? They're in the Olympics, right? But they don't run away. They just stay there and solve the problem. And that's like the final solution. Those guys are killing people. They're killing all their undesirables. I mean, whose desire is that? That's the West. Okay, Western Europe desires to run away, and okay, so we'll just call it a cut here, and a net is the ultimate solution. The ultimate is to go the loop, do the loop to loop, do a triple flip, and yeah, it's not mind-boggling, unless if that's your narcotic intention, los narcos, Okay, so I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, so almost 4, right? So anyways, see if this publishes. It's always a miracle when things go through, and I'll show you my bare chest later on, okay? Yeah! Okay. So, do you like my mustache? Thank you. The one! It is I. It is